Well, to Decision 2018 now. We are just days away from the Illinois primary, and the Democratic nomination for governor is still up for grabs. Last night's debate focused heavily on accusations of tax avoidance and offshore accounts. Tonight, a tax expert breaks it all down for us. NBC5's political reporter Marianne Ahern is live in the newsroom with more for us. Marianne?
JB Pritzker, who is worth $3.5 billion, obviously has complicated investments. He has not released, nor has Chris Kennedy, all of their tax returns. But the questions lingering in these final days of the campaign focus on Pritzker's offshore investments. Kennedy says he has no offshore investments. Democratic candidate for Governor JB Pritzker says this about the offshore companies he has set up.
I don't get a distribution from them. Any distributions go to charities.
And when you have these trusts hiding where money is coming from and the taxes paid, the optics of it are simply really bad.
Securities lawyer Andrew Stoltmann reacts to questions that arise after the Chicago Tribune unveiled new offshore companies set up by Pritzker.
Whether we have offshore trust is important because we need to know that. And it's doubly important when you have a candidate who's a multi-billionaire and who's only released 2 pages of his tax returns.
If we have as our standard bearer, the head of our party, the top of our ticket, somebody who's a tax cheat, I don't think we're going to get that support.
Today, Democratic opponent Chris Kennedy held a news conference. Pritzker has been unavailable since he left abruptly as reporters asked questions after last night's debate.
Do any of your other family members?
Likewise, Daniel Biss has questions today for both Pritzker and Kennedy.
If these guys actually released their full tax returns, we would have a lot of answers. They're not willing to. They're hiding. They're embarrassed.
Throw in Governor Rauner, who makes fun of Pritzker's offshore accounts with this Snapchat filter. At the same time, Rauner has his own investments in the Cayman Islands.
There's certainly nothing nefarious about it, and I will bet you the overwhelming majority of billionaires do the same thing. But the Pritzkers have been such a private family for so long. They're so used to not dealing with the glare of the public and the glare of the media looking at their business operations that now when you have someone running for such a high-profile position like this, I think it's a little bit of a culture shock.
This afternoon, the Pritzker campaign sent an emailed response to questions and called the Chicago Tribune's report erroneous. However, the candidate was unavailable. He's instead holding a rally downstate in Venice, Illinois. From the newsroom, Marianne Ahern, NBC5 News.
Thank you, Marianne.